Hello. If you're someone like me, then you struggle to focus sometimes. Maybe you've been diagnosed with ADHD, or maybe you have an inkling that you have ADHD. I think it's super common these days with social media and being constantly mentally stimulated. We often have trouble focusing, right, on the things that matter to us. And if you're coming across a video like this, then maybe you have some projects or goals in mind that you want to accomplish, and you struggle to focus your time and energy on these things. So I just want to give you a bit of a hack, a bit of a tip. It might be very basic if you're someone that's studied some psychology like I have, or you've been in self-help, self-development for a while, but if anything at all, it can be a reminder of something very important, and that is positive reinforcement, right? We use positive reinforcement with our pets. I use it with my little puppy, Laika. When we're training him, we give him treats. We give him a lot of encouragement when he does the right thing, like peeing outside and not inside. So when he does the behavior that we want him to do, we say, yes, that's exactly what we want you to do, So we reward him. It's reward, okay? We need to remember to do the same for ourselves. So we need to remember to reward ourselves when we carry out a behavior that we want to see more of in ourselves. For instance, I write, okay? And I want to write more. I want to dedicate more time to writing in my days off, in my spare time. And so when I do any writing at all, any writing, even if it's 100 words, even if it's 20 words, I need to give myself a reward of some kind, whether it's to go for a walk or to go eat something that I want to eat, or go play video games, or whatever it is that I am really wanting to do. Okay, so we have different levels of desires, right? We have the higher desire, which is like the life we want to create. Okay, we want to create a certain life, and in order to create a certain life, usually we have to do things we don't want to do. Okay, even though it might be something we want to do, there's a lower self that doesn't really want to do it because it takes work, it takes effort. Yeah, so we need to appease that lower nature with a reward afterwards. Okay, it's just as simple as that. Do the hard thing and then appease the lower self with a reward, okay? Let go of the goal, let go of the task once you've accomplished, what you've accomplished. And it might be little micro goals first, and then you can work your way up to like higher goals, like higher amounts of time spent doing your thing. Okay, but you need to remember to do the hard thing first and then reward. If we just reward ourselves all the time, which is what we are prone to doing as humans, we only want reward. We don't want punishment, or we don't want effort. That's when we catch ourselves just kind of like on our phones, scrolling constantly, or overeating, or binging TV series, and we're just kind of like in this avoidance mode, okay? Avoidance of the task, avoidance of work, avoidance of purpose, okay? We need to carry out our purpose first and then reward ourselves. And if you structure your day like this, purpose, reward, purpose, reward, purpose, reward. And you can do like 5 minutes of purpose, okay? Whether it's working out, or whether it's writing like I do, or going for a walk, or cleaning the house, whatever it is you need to do, purpose, reward. Remember to reward yourself afterwards, but don't reward yourself if you haven't, done anything. So essentially, I ramble on. The main point of this video is come back to positive reinforcement for ourselves. Okay, it works. It works to train our brains. It works for every biological creature on Earth. This reward system, we all want pleasure and we want to move away from pain. Okay, so how can you utilize that to appease your lower nature? The nature that really doesn't want you to do hard work or change, or, but the hard work and the change, that's what's required if you want to live a certain kind of life, okay? So, yeah. Remember to go easy on yourself. If you're someone that struggles to focus, don't be too hard on yourself. I can be very hard on myself at times, and it's been something that I've been meaning to, for several years, ease up. It doesn't work. It's not a good way to kind of make yourself do anything, or be more productive or more creative, or anything like that. It's not a good strategy. It's not a good strategy to be hard on yourself. What is a good strategy is to do the thing and then reward yourself, okay? And it takes some patience and it takes some work, but we can do it, okay? I say we because I'm someone that continuously struggles with this, but I know that it works, okay? My best days have been days where I have done a little bit, rewarded myself for doing so. Done a little bit, rewarded myself for doing so. And if we can continue that cycle, that is what amounts to big, big change over time. Okay, if you do a little bit of that each day, in 6 months, in a year, you've created much more than you would have otherwise. Okay. And that's all I have for this video. Yeah. Have a good day. Oh, and if you resonated with this, I now have an online website. You can access it through my YouTube profile. You can just click the link. It's like the main link right up top. You can book a session with me if you would like to have a bit of mentoring. I'm a mentor. I work in mental health. Mental health and mindset is my main passion. Yes, if you feel like you would like someone to speak to about your current journey, then don't hesitate. Have a little sift through my website, see if I am someone that you'd like to work with, and let me know. I'd love to be in contact. All right, have a good day.